これ何？
もんだよ。中と外をつなぐもの。
外か。一度も行ったことないね。
Yo, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. You know me, I was grubbing. That'll leave that holiday. I was macking on the mac and cheese, the chicken. I was getting lit. Alright? I was getting lit. I was asleep, snoring like a bitch. Watching football, chilling. You know what it is. Had a great time. So hey, we back to it. Sunday. It's recommendation time. You know what time it is by now. You've been around the block. This is my 22nd video, bro. Oh yeah, we moving different. So shit, let's get right into it. Anime I got for this week. I love this show, but it hurt me, bro. This show really got me, dog. It's The Promised Neverland, bro. And all y'all who know about The Promised Neverland, join me in a sigh, in a quick moment of silence, because the show hurt me. It hurt us. You feel me? It hurt us. So hey, SVO, what you mean it hurt us? Are you about to recommend something trash? No, relax, my nigga. Get off my dick. Alright? I'm about to explain. Let me explain to you real quick. Nigga, damn. God, no patience, bro. You know patience is a virtue, right? Alright, let me shut up and get right to it. So, The Promised Neverland, bro. I'm gonna have to break it down. It's got 2 seasons. Each season got like 11 episodes, 12. 2 seasons, 12 episodes. So about 24 to 26 episodes. I'm gonna have to Google that, see what's the real number. And let's start with season 1. Well, the plot. Let's start with the plot. The plot of Promised Neverland is these kids live on like this secluded ranch, kind of a farm where they, you feel me? They wake up, dude, it's kind of like an orphanage. So they wake up, do kid things, you know what I'm saying? Got to do these tests and stuff to check their aptitude. Pretty much just IQ tests. That's pretty much what they are. And like, you know, the kids are just living their life. And every year, kids who are of age, being like 12 years old, get to leave the orphanage. You know what I'm saying? It's a big event. Everyone's happy. You know what I'm saying? They get to go to their new foster families. That's what you would assume. It isn't until the first episode, towards the middle, where we get shocked. You get that shock, that brutal realization that the kids who are of age don't actually go to their new families. They're food. They are killed and served as food to demons. And that's what really catches you about Promised Neverland. Off the rip, you get this innocent vibe that you get from the show gets just sapped away from you, and you're awoken to what reality is for them. They are food on a farm for a greater civilization of demons. And that shit kicks off a beautiful season. That is season 1. So, upon realization of this grim truth, the 3 smartest kids, Emma, Ray, and Norman, try to devise a plan to get out of the situation and get everyone out of said situation. And from there, the show goes on, and you watch them just devise a plan, do what they gotta do, figure out what the hell they have to do to get off the farm and save everyone. And it is incredible. Going right into the highlights. The highlights for this show is all of season 1. Season 1 is incredible. Season 1 after watching season 1 twice, this show was top 10 guaranteed. It was the easiest 10 out of 10 for me. Like, it was such a good season. Season 1 had everything you needed. It was the horror. It had all the chills, the thrills, the horror. You got beautiful characters. Emma, Ray, and Norman are amazing characters. They are amazing. You gravitate to them. The supporting cast are great. You know what I'm saying? You love some, you hate some. And it's just, you fuck with all the kids, bruh. You mess with all of them. And it's just like incredible. The mom, Isabella, incredible character. Like, you get such good content from season 1. It is absolutely amazing. It's just the way it portrays the story, how their emotions get plastered onto you. You get goosebumps. Oh my, there's so many scenes where it's just, they had a way of portraying our characters' emotions that I have yet to really see from other shows. And SVO, you say that about every anime. Nah, bro, get off my nuts. All right, this show literally would whip out like IRL movie, like camera angles. There was a scene in the show after receiving some grim news. They took the camera, trailed it behind the character. It was Norman. Trailed it behind him as he walked through the hallway. There was no background music. It was just him and his steps. And that fucking scene had everyone sitting in their chair feeling hollow. You just felt dread with that scene. And there's so many other scenes like that just gave you this emotion that you literally felt like you were the one that got that news. Like it made you, season 1 made you love the characters, grow with the characters, feel for the characters, and it was just incredible. Once you get the ending, phenomenal. And that was season 1. And that's the highlights. Everything about season 1 is incredible. Season 2 is dog shit. It's horrible. Season 2 of Promised Neverland should never have came out. Because if the show was one season, no one would have a problem. Because it's fantastic. Season 2, we were all waiting for season 2 to see what happens after the events of season 1. And it shat on the series. If you still like Promised Neverland after season 2, I respect it. You're wrong. But I can still respect it though. But SVO, bro, why you hating, bro? It can't be that bad. Let me explain. Season 2, although the show came out in 2019, fairly recent. Although the show came out in 2019, season 2 was supposed to come out in 2020. With all the pandemic and stuff that happened in the world, it had to get pushed back to this year, 2021. But the problem with season 2 is that they cut content and rushed it to finish the show in season 2. So when season 2 came out, I'm like, oh yeah, this Promised Neverland's gonna run for like 3-4 seasons, because like the manga had just ended and there was still a lot that I was hearing was still left. Especially one of the best arc in the show was still yet to come. Everyone was hyped. We're like, yo, this Goldie Pond's gonna get animated. That's the arc. It's gonna get animated and it's super crazy, super action, and like the twists and turns are gonna be like what you saw in season 1 is nothing compared to the arc coming up. So I'm like, bet, I'm excited to see it. So what they do in season 2 is that they speed run it. Like they literally speed run it. They took the best arc of the show and removed it from the show. They're like, yeah, you don't get to see this. Here's this edited up, cut up bullshit that we feel like throwing at you. We're just gonna rush the shit out of it and hope you fucking enjoy. It's like you go to a restaurant, order a lobster, they take all the meat out but give you the lobster shell, and it's like roughly just done. And they just throw the lobster in front of you. I'm not gonna fucking like that. I came for the lobster and you gave me bullshit. It's horseradish, bro. The horseradish is crazy. It's so bad. It is so bad. Promised Neverland season 2 is rushed. Things are, and like, I wouldn't want to completely tear it down, because there were good moments, but when there was good moments, they backed it up with an episode that was 20 times worse. It was an episode I remember. It was like episode 7. I'm like, this episode's pretty nice. This episode's pretty nice. We'll close it. Like, it was horrible. It was so bad. Episode 8, the episode that followed it up, was horrendous. It was rushed. Nothing makes sense. All the characters you came up knowing, they didn't do anything. And then what made it worse, what made it evident that they rushed the show, is that there was a time skip in the middle of an 11 episode season. What do you mean a time skip? Why are you skipping time? We want to see what the fuck is gonna happen. Nah, time skip. It wasn't like a 3-month, it was like a 4-year time skip. Why? Why do you think we would want to see that? Why? Oh my god, season 2 is so bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's dog shit. It's butt cheeks. Bro, it's so bad. And here's what makes it tricky, bro. My SVO rating, I have this, because if I were to give an SVO rating for the whole show as a whole, bro, it's getting a 6. It's getting a 6. It's getting something crazy bad. Because, so what I'm gonna do for this video, I'm gonna do a double SVO rating. My SVO rating for season 1 of Promised Neverland is an easy 10 out of 10. I truly recommend you watch season 1 of Promised Neverland. I'm talking about, I watched it again. I watched it twice because I had to watch it with some of my friends, with one of my friends who hadn't seen it. So I watched it again and I cried on a rewatch. I cried because it was so good. He cried too because it was the first time seeing it. He cried. We were all just sitting there. 2 of us had already watched the damn show and we're crying, bawling our eyes out on the couch. Because season 1 is magical. It is perfection. It had so much potential. And then season 2 came around and I cried. Yeah, I cried. It wasn't because it was good. It's because the show was so in the water, in the bin, that you couldn't salvage it. Because they ended the show. They literally fast forwarded all the way to the end. Like, we got to see the ending that we kind of wanted to see, I guess. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But it was rushed. There wasn't a payoff. It didn't feel satisfying getting to the ending. You got to the end and you're sitting there like, wow. Okay. What the fuck? And then they had the audacity. This is what they did. You know what they did to end off the series? They spit in our mouths. They opened our jaw and right in there. Because at the end, I'm shaking. That's how mad I am with how the show ended. At the end, they literally gave us a slideshow of all the manga pages, just colored, that we missed. All the stuff that happened in the 4-year time skip, they gave us in a fucking PowerPoint of what happened, of the journey that they went on. Fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? I wanted to see that animated. Nah. They just gave us a BS slideshow. I can't even speak. They gave us a bullshit slideshow. Thinking, oh, they're gonna be really happy with this one. Fuck out of here, bro. Pisses me off. Promised Neverland season 1 is a 10 out of 10 absolute banger must watch. Promised Neverland season 2 is a 2 out of 10. Do not watch Promised Neverland season 2. There's highlights, but then they're gonna get stomped out and you're going to sit there, hands on your head, damn near ready to carve your skull out because it's so mind-numbingly bad compared to season 1. You sounded like an elitist right now. Shut up, alright? You gave me banger season 1, so I want something that's just as good. It doesn't have to be as good, but around the same ballpark. Nope, you gave me bullshit. So now I'm mad. Piss me off, bro. I love Promised Neverland. So, to close this recommendation off, watch season 1 of Promised Neverland. But after you finish season 1 of Promised Neverland, read the manga. I know I sound like some Tokyo Ghoul fans, but now I feel their pain. Read the manga. Season 1 ends in chapter 39 of the manga. Read the manga. I'm gonna do that myself, and let's enjoy some peak fiction the correct way, because season 2 of Promised Neverland is quite literally dog shit on a screen. They just took the clump of turd and wiped it onto the screen. Alright? So hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is kind of one of the first. This is probably the first negative review I've given, and it's not. The show's not terrible. The first half of it's not. Second half is garbage, but yeah, it's definitely one of the first negative reviews I've given, and it's nice getting to vent. You know what I'm saying? It's nice getting to vent about the show because I love the show, and they shout on it, so I'm not mad. So hey, if you like the video, leave a like for me. If you fuck with me, try to subscribe for me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. You probably won't get another midweek. I'm sorry. I've been working. I got school to wrap up. But hey, hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. SVO out.